Oh my god, it's not close up anymore. Wow, you can really see the wide angle of my messy room. Great. Hey guys, it's Taylor back with Life with Taylor, and today we're going to be watching some paranormal videos. So let's get into it. We've been on a roll with Mindseed. Haven't had much luck finding any new videos to watch, so we're going back to Goose Pimples and Sleep is Cancelled.
Imagine locking yourself inside one of the most notoriously haunted houses in the country and instantly regretting it. That's exactly what happened to the team from hauntedhouses.co.uk. They secured themselves inside 30 East Drive for the night, expecting a pretty standard run of ghost hunting. But they were in way over their head. Before they had even finished plugging in their gear, a massive, violent crash echoed right down the pitch black hallway. Knowing for an absolute fact they were the only living souls inside the house, they rushed over to check the static camera feed to figure out what was making all that racket. And what they found, well, you're not going to believe it. Watch closely.
I feel like I've seen this, but I'm not sure. Oh my god, this is bugging me so bad.
Did you spot it? There is absolutely no shadow and no sign of anyone standing at the top of those stairs. So how on earth did that pram and the ball go absolutely flying? Watch it again and look closely at the top step right before the drop. They move like they've been physically picked up and chucked down the steps by invisible hands. It honestly made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. But if you know anything about 30 East Drive over in the Pontefract, Wakefield, this kind of terrifying activity is practically normal. Back in the day, this place was just a standard council house, but all that changed the second the Pritchard family moved in back in 1966. Almost overnight, their lives turned into an absolute nightmare. It started with bizarre things, weird dust clouds forming out of thin air, and massive puddles of water just showing up in the hallways for no reason. Then the kettle started switching itself on. But before long, it got violent. Heavy items were getting launched across the rooms, and the family's photo frames were found with vicious slashes right through them. After years of dealing with this absolute madness, the family finally broke their silence and went to the press. The media dubbed the entity Mr. Nobody, but the family just called him Fred to try and keep things normal. Believe it or not, they actually toughed it out until 1977, until things got violent. Their daughter, Diane, took the worst of it. Right before the family finally packed it in for good, she was literally dragged up those same exact stairs by her neck. Fast forward to 2012, a bloke named Bill Bungay buys the place, reckoning the spirit, now known as the Black Monk, would have moved on by now. Not a chance. Keys started vanishing only to turn up inside broken hoovers, and DIY jobs he'd just finished were completely undone overnight. Realizing the house was still an absolute nightmare, he opened the doors to paranormal investigators, earning it the title of the most haunted house in England. Which brings us back to that terrifying footage. Knowing the dark history of those stairs, what do you reckon? Is Fred still lurking in the dark? Or is there a rational explanation for that pram going flying? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
I reckon that Fred is probably still hanging around. I'm gonna give that an 8. It didn't look like there was anybody up there pushing the items down. I think, I don't know, but with the history and backstory of this house, I think it makes it definitely way more creepier. So yeah, it's getting an 8. Even just like the backstory of like somebody got dragged up the stairs by their neck. Like, I'm gonna need to see the evidence. Like, did that actually happen? But regardless, creepy. Let's move on.
Number 4. Basement
Number 4.
dwelling. In November of 2021, Sid Lane checked into an Airbnb expecting a chilled rental experience, but she soon found herself living a real-life nightmare. She began hearing strange noises echoing throughout the house, and one night, she finally tracked the sound to its source. It wasn't coming from outside.
I'm gonna scream.
Unfortunately for her, the noises were coming from a specific, terrifying location, a locked door, leading to a hidden room under the stairs.
Ready? Ready? I'm gonna scream. Okay.
Scary. Okay.
I already know this, so I'm gonna give it a 10. Because I know what happens, and it's creepy. Which is probably why so many people are using this video. This is what's really creepy. Drag, 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 and then it starts glitching. Boom, boom. And then, wait for it, best part. Lifted up, girl. Yeah, 10. Absolutely. Cannot tell me otherwise.
The knocking back in return is creepy enough, but who or what pulled her phone and propped it up when there's no one to be seen? When it happened, she contacted the owner of the Airbnb, asking if perhaps someone else was renting the place.
The one
But
room.
he assured her that she and whoever else she was with were the only ones there. After her phone was pulled into the locked room, she had to call the landlord again to get it back. But when he opened the door, she was even more confused. Because how did it fall that far into the room? She didn't learn her lesson from this, however, and a few nights later decided to do the exact same thing.
Did she? Also, why is the light on in there? I bet the owner's probably pissed. He's like, man, you gotta have me come back multiple times. Oh, did it unlock?
The doorknob started to jiggle as she pulled her phone back out. She was still feeling weird about the strange door, so she started trying to look into it more, but she ended up terrifying herself further.
I bet it's just Harry Potter.
Because she found what seemed to be scratch marks all over the floor and door while rewatching her own footage. She had also brought her dog with her to the Airbnb, and it started acting very strangely on the stairs. Her tail is between her legs, and her head is bowed.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Okay.
clearly upset and anxious about something, but what?
It's a stair.
And that wasn't
It's
the
a
end
door
of it,
underneath.
because after this, she started acting even weirder.
The leash thing.
So this is the
Yeah.
leash.
Like, I think I've literally seen these videos from this channel.
If this moves, I'm literally going to run. There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something. Every single day.
She She's unsure of something underneath her rather than above her, so there must be something in that basement room. The basement door must be there to hide something, but is it there to keep people out or keep something in? Well, whatever it was, it must have broken out, because this happened.
In this corner of the house right now, me, my sister, my niece, we're renting out this Airbnb for a wedding this weekend, and we were just out walking my dog, and when we came in, we heard...
Look, the beads up there are moving.
Jesus Christ.
Window. Okay, that could have been the change in air pressure, temperature. Oh.
What the hell was that? The bead curtain moving could just be the wind coming in from the window, but how did the dog's lead fall from the top of the stairs?
10.
Something must have had a hold of it,
Reconfirms
but there
my
was
10.
nobody there. For it to float all the way to the top of the stairs and then fall back down again would be impossible without using some kind of string, but there was nothing attached to it, and if there was, the dog would most likely have been interacting with it. So what could it have been?
Ghost.
Does the spirit want the dog? Luckily, they didn't stay in the Airbnb much longer after this, but as they left, they had one final unexpected farewell from that place.
Let me see, baby.
Girl, don't tell me that's a shadow. Oh my god, you can see a shadow. Oh, the balloon. Windows closed.
At the top of the
Sorry.
stairs, before
Duck.
she pans over to the balloon, was
I
that
feel like
a shadow
Balloons
figure?
just kind of drift though.
If it was, then clearly
Still
opening
get
the
the 10.
basement door unleashed something beyond their understanding into the house. What do you think happened here? Did they accidentally unleash true darkness? Or is there another explanation for all of this?
I think it's a ghost. I think we should move on to the next video
Number 3,
because I'm bored.
the stairway. The guy behind the channel, Electrica Man, had been hearing complaints from his mother while she was staying in the house alone. After a few weeks of complaints, her son got one of his friends to come over with a Panasonic DV camera
Oh, okay. I
and
thought
some
it was gonna
audio
be
equipment,
something else.
hoping to prove her that there was nothing to be seen.
Wait.
Except the friend managed to capture something that left them all shaking. Take a look, but please excuse the video quality, as this one was captured all the way back in 2006, before the cringe AI slop fever.
Honestly, let's go back to simpler times. Let's go back to terrible quality cameras. I don't like that sound.
Hello?
I hate the building suspense.
Can you talk to us?
It's important to remember that this clip was posted way before people knew how effectively fake videos with AI, while editing was not unheard of. It was much less common in those days, and this
Back in the
video was
olden
captured with
days.
infrared.
In the
So what you're
dinosaur
seeing
days.
is simply what the camera was able to pick up. Taking a trip down
definitely
into the
looks like
comments
somebody
also makes
moving.
this story more believable, because the
Or could
original
it be
poster was
weird?
responding to comments saying he didn't even notice the entity at the top of the stairs until he reviewed the footage and checked the comments. So what could it
Can I
be?
speak?
Do you have any ideas?
Let me speak.
Leave them in the comments down below.
I think, could it also be like a video artifact?
Hello?
It's interesting. I'm gonna give it a 7 because I'm
Number
interested
2,
in it.
heavy surveillance. On the
just
17th of
rolling
April
through here.
2017, then seen Lamar returned to his flat in London from his home country of Nepal. On his flight, he was plagued by a strange dream of being chased by some kind of entity. But while terrifying, he decided to shake it off because it was just a dream, right? He got back
Anyways.
home and it almost immediately crashed on the bed. But when he woke up, he noticed that his room was an absolute mess. The contents of his bag had been strewn across the floor. But them seen knew that he had left each bag safely zipped in the corner. He was unsure of what could have happened,
Somebody
but
broke
put
in.
it down to him being so jet-lagged, he just didn't remember doing it all himself. But then, the next morning, he woke up to something even creepier.
Hey, morning guys. I just woke up and my duvet is on the floor and all of my stuff is on the floor. Watch. It's everywhere. I don't know what's happening. It's strange, weird. And I can't even remember anything that I've done this. Is that just me or someone else? I need to check my place if someone has broken in. But it's weird. Can't remember this, if I've done it.
Because he was so confused it had happened twice in a row. Them seen became concerned that someone could have broken in while
I
he
need
was
some
gone,
more evidence.
but he went to check the doors and windows, all locked, and he checked every nook and cranny of his flat, finding absolutely nobody. So he was then even more perplexed by the items ending up strewn across the floor, which is when he came up with the idea that he could be sleepwalking, explaining the lack of memory. In an attempt to get some hard evidence, Them Seen set up his camera to record him as he slept, but the footage he captured didn't involve sleepwalking at all. He instead caught something that left him terrified.
Yes. Let's see. So is this 1:11 a.m.? This is very clear footage.
When he watched this footage back,
Okay.
he was even more confused than before.
Could have been an air
He
draft.
had no idea how the door could have opened on its own. It had never done that before, so it couldn't be anything like unbalanced weight or a draft. But as he
And also, why
attempted
is it
to analyse the
only-
footage more, he was greeted with some more sinister developments in his kitchen.
Right, anyway. I'm starving. I need to eat something. Right, let's go inside.
See,
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I'm not buying it. I don't.
What?
He just
The hell,
sounds
man?
not genuinely afraid, I guess.
Opened?
And why would he be like, I'm hungry. Let's go get him. Let's go get some food. And why would he have it
I have no idea what the fuck was that, man?
towards?
It's fucking freaking out.
Like he knew he was expecting it. Like if I was like, let's go get some food, I'd be like,
I'm
towards
really
me.
worried to stay in this apartment, man.
While nothing happened on camera, the kitchen was absolutely trashed, and it seems weird that he would go to all the effort to mess up his own cupboards and kitchen floor.
I don't think so.
Left trembling by the
Views.
experience, he recorded himself for a second night. But this time, he trained a camera on his kitchen as well.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, good night. Good night all.
I love time lapses. Stand corrected. That was pretty good. Unless it was like some weird movie magic. That was very aggressive as well. Do we get a shadow figure? No shadow figure. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, I would immediately know something is wrong, unless I was in deep sleep.
The activity had a steep jump in just one night, and Vemsine wasted no time calling for some help. He called for a priest after quickly getting the hell out of his flat, hoping to find some kind of salvation. Now, Vemsine is actually a filmmaker, so there is a good chance this is also an attempt at making a creepy short film. But regardless, it's spooky as anything, so keep up to date with his channel for more fantastic horror content you can sink your teeth into.
Interesting. See, does that change my ranking? I was gonna give it an 8. I think I should still give it an 8 because I feel like, I don't know, unless he changed the timestamps, he would have to have somebody else there to like do the, like how would you even, you would need multiple people to create this level of aggressiveness in the kitchen here. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. I don't know. Next.
Number 1. Sinister Scent.
Sinister
Back
scent?
in May, the couple who run the Pitt Paranormal Investigation team received a strange package. When they opened it, they were faced with a bottle of perfume. Seems completely inconspicuous until they looked into the history of the bottle and realized that they had been sent something much more sinister than they first thought. Legend has it that one spit of the bottle would be enough to curse whoever wore it, and the vengeful spirit of a woman would begin to haunt them. They wanted to test it out,
Oh, somebody hated these
but
people.
knew better than to spray it on themselves.
They have some
hatched a
enemies.
plan.
Sopra che papà ha avuto un'idea del cavolo, quindi per favore evitiamo di essere preda ad onde.
Ecco, infatti stavo per dirti, vai, spruzziamogli il profumo e cerchiamo di capire. Vabbè, tanto io ho messo un cavalletto qui,
Sorry, my sister's just
qui,
making
così
weird
filmerà
noises.
noi mentre dormiamo. Lo tieni un po' più su.
Why are they putting
Merlino,
just now?
via da quel profumo. Ok. Buono, buono. Ok. Sì, sì, vai.
Vado?
Vai, vai.
Addio, abito mio. Non ti metterò mai più.
I wonder if it smells good.
Speriamo che le piaccia l'azzurro. Questo te
The dress was used as a decoy, but regardless as to whether they sprayed it on
smart.
themselves or an inanimate object, they still just invited a possible curse into their bedroom.
Mi metto il pigiama.
In the hopes of catching some evidence, they left the dress on the chair and they both went to bed, leaving the camera recording on a tripod. And it didn't take long for the haunting to start taking place. It all started quite tame.
Cat definitely notices something. Okay. Could have fallen, but definitely weird.
The top of the dress falling off was weird enough, although it could just be the fabric gradually slipping down naturally. But the whole time, the cats can't take their eyes off of it. After a
Oh, there's
while
multiple?
of the cats
No, there's
moving
only one.
around and keeping a watchful eye on the dress, this happened.
Oh, there's something definitely wrong. Whoa.
Svegliati. Paolo, svegliati, è stato un rumore.
Yeah,
Non lo so, c'è stato un
that's
rumore.
good.
Guarda il gatto anche. Paolo, c'è stato un rumore. Accendi un po'. Paolo. Paolo, cosa c'è?
The pair were abruptly woken by
Yeah.
the noise and unable to relax enough to go back to sleep. So they attempted to make contact with the supposed spirits. They didn't get too much out of the experience, so they decided to try and
You could
sleep
kinda
once
hear
more after
when
placing
they
the perfume bottle on
woke up,
top of the chair.
it sounded
in the
like, you
hopes
know,
that
they
it
had
would
just
make a
woken up.
manifestation
Kind
more
of
likely.
slurring words.
Only the cats have other ideas.
In mezzo agli altri oggetti che hai, ok? Quel vestito lo buttiamo. E proprio lo brucio e poi butto le ceneri, ok?
Ah, proprio doppia.
Esatto, quel profumo te lo pigli. Adesso sai cosa ci metto? Vado a vedere se ho un beccuccio per quelli dei fondotinta. Non serve a niente questo. No.
I'm
allora
confused.
ci metto un pezzo di scotch, perché non si sa mai, proprio sul foro.
Olli, lascia perdere.
Vieni qua, Olli. Ti prego, Paolo.
Cosa ha detto?
Paolo!
Oh, porca miseria!
Paolo, un disastro!
E adesso?
Togli il gatto da lì, immediatamente!
L'ho già tolto il gatto da lì. Sta dicendo delle robe orribili. Fammi spegnere. Ok, calma.
Calma! Calma cosa?
Asciughiamo, buttiamo.
Hai
L'importante-
Hai dell'acqua benedetta?
Sì, ho dell'acqua benedetta.
Ok, ascolta, dobbiamo asciugare immediatamente perché questa roba nelle fughe ci va da tutte le parti. Paolo, hai fatto un disastro!
E ovunque. Magari è quello che voleva? Ha detto qualcosa prima che salisse Olli, di molto brutto, cattivo.
They're just
Per
standing
favore,
there.
tienimi i gatti lontani. Per favore, togli tutto. Io non
Sì, sì,
dobbiamo
sì.
toccare niente.
Ok. Va bene. La risolviamo. I cocci poi li buttiamo da qualche parte.
Paolo, hai dell'acqua benedetta nel tuo studio, hai qualcosa?
Sì.
Dobbiamo lavarli, dobbiamo metterla immediatamente.
Ok.
Paolo, si sta
Asciughiamo.
spargendo, per favore.
Sì.
Spegni la videocamera, sistemiamo sta cosa.
You can say what you like about how the cursed perfume could or could not be, but you can't deny that she sounded so genuinely distraughted by the end of the video.
Cosa ha detto?
She begs her partner to turn the camera off while pleading for him to keep the cats away. To be fair, why would you leave such a cursed and also breakable item in
True.
the vicinity of a cat anyway? But that aside, if the rumour about the bottle is true and one spray can leave the wearer cursed, what the hell does the whole bottle do to you? Do you have any ideas? Leave your theories.
They're probably
Down
gonna be
below.
haunted for eternity. I'm gonna give that one an 8. I think the chair tipping definitely took most of the score here because it seemed like they were completely asleep and they were abruptly awoken. Awaken? I don't know. But the chair tip, I feel like that'd be kind of hard to do. And you could see the cat did notice something before it happened. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you think of these videos. And while you're down there commenting, click all the buttons. You know what to do. I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world viewing this, and peace. Forgot my outro there for a second, girl.